Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronosplays Apollo Justice. Today, we examined everything in here. I think we examined everything out here. I believe they want us to go back to Emma. I think that's the case, but we actually haven't checked out all the court record stuff yet. Right, so let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, what was that? Oh, the bulb. The bulb is broken. It won't turn on. Oh, how's it broken? Don't touch it. You'll cut yourself. Eek! Yeah. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. My finger! Oh, you're bleeding! Let me see that. Wait. Magic blood! Teehee, gotcha. Please don't do that again or I'll make you bleed for real. I have enough to worry about without my coworkers injuring themselves. Not a coworker. Probably a little bit too young to be working in general. Don't know the whole laws of that. There are some jobs you can get at like 14 in America, but most of them, I think you need to be 16. And then there's still only a few, and then there's the 18 one. And I think grocery stores used to hire 14. Where's my phone? I remember getting a job at a grocery store when I was young. It was very young though. Working age USA. I guess it would vary per state, huh? 14 for agricultural jobs. Okay. Restricted hours. Okay. Yeah, so 14. But I don't think you would probably get a job at a legal company at that age. But yeah. This cord runs to the lamp. It was a red stain. And I wonder what left that stain. Wait, I know. Maybe it was left there by a red marker? It's paint, I would assume. Like they were trying to write their name and slipped? Why would anyone write their name on a lamp cord? I used to write my name on my magic rope. Yeah, but... You're going to say she's an idiot, Chronos? No, she's unique. That's different. And nothing else? Alrighty. Bullet! A hollow bullet, actually. It's all mushed. That was a tough save. You know, it looks kind of yummy. Huh? Like ice cream. Mmm, caramel. Certainly have an active imagination, Truzy. What bullet is this? I mean, they do make hollow bullets, but like hollow tip, but I'm back. Where'd you go, Chronos? Sorry, I was looking at bullets because I've never seen like the actual bullet fucking hollow like that. And not be like you would normally there's something there, right? It's full up. Like this isn't the shell or the casing, not the shell, the casing. So the casing would be hollow after being spent, but the bullet itself, generally speaking, this is the hollow tip, which would not look like this. It's not normally not hollow, at least from what I know. I'm not a gun expert, but at the same time, like I have spent some time around guns, and just interesting. I don't know what type of bullet that was. I thought it was gonna be like a 9mm or like a 45, but I have no idea. Wocky's chart. Walkie-talkie, age 19, bullet lodged in their heart. He is apparently 0 height, 0 weight, and is a male. And the number 27. Okie dokie. Let's leave. That was everything we got there, right? Well, the shoes, but we already examined those. The lack of music is kind of jarring. Kataki, we'll go talk to Emma, show her the shoes. And maybe she can help us with the chart. I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Yeah, how'd you know? You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Next, she'll have us analyzing face prints. Let's actually take this guy to help us, Apollo. Okay, first things first. Shoe. Nope. Shoe. These sandals. That's quite a clear print there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose foot toe it is. Well, there's a way of finding out, of course. There is? Yeah, you need a sample of the same shoe. Yeah. Right, so if the prints match, we know they're the same person, which we can do now. Because now we have the sandals. Well, we're going to show the slippers. Thanks, guys. Can you compare the sample to the other print of this one? This pair of slippers, toe print and all. Oh, the print on these are nice and clear, too. That makes my job easier. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. My smug expression says all. Bingo. Gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who found these prints. A perfect match. The same person wore these sandals and slippers. I was just afraid of that. All you have to do is find out whose these sandals belong to, or do you already know? I can't say, not yet. Oh, that's one big step closer to the truth. All right, medical chart? There. No, here. Take this guy! I was wondering about this. Eek! Trucy, wait! What? That's vital evidence there. You can't show that to her. Our secret weapon is in tomorrow's court, for sure. Clever, Apollo. What are you doing? We're going to talk behind someone's back. Do it quietly. Take a look at this lamp. Huh, the bulb's broken. Right, strange, isn't it? Really? I break bulbs all the time. My desk is a mess and my lamp is always falling over. Not too bright, huh? Ouch. I still think it's good. Did you just call yourself not that? Oh, she was calling me not bright for thinking that. Even though she's not that bright for breaking her lamp. I still think it's kind of odd. Just like this guy, I was wondering about this. Okay, so the bullet and the chart apparently we're not going to talk about. Oh, sorry, Venus. I didn't see you there. Just laying right next to me. I just went to adjust myself on the couch and put my hand on her. Alright. Is that it? No, we didn't examine this, apparently. Poor Mr. Eldoon. Been standing there since the whole thing started. It almost looks at home at the park now. I think it should be made into a playhouse with the cow. No, we already had that. The tops that were here yesterday are gone. Why do you think this guy pulled them out? Yeah, the only thing they were covering is the ground. Oh, you know, I think I can see something there. A print. It's like the footprints we plastered earlier. Apparently, this isn't retroactive, I guess. Move to Kentucky. Okay. What is it, Apollo? No, okay. Nothing new, Trucy? Really? Alright, we'll go, clinic? See if, Phoenix is here? I was gonna do the detention center next. The prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion. What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate yourself? Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago. Please. I want to know. I need to know! You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I was standing in the courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news. I remember that. You were against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yeah, he was only 17 years old at the time. 17 years old? That's still high school. He took the bar exam abroad in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know. Depends. I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. That's all? How could that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? They said you forged evidence and had your attorney badge stripped from you. Forged evidence. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true, but what about what happened in my first trial? Didn't notice in today's trial there was a single piece of forged evidence. Yeah, so it was, what, the card, right? I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence, maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it? But I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright. Looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusation of forgery for now. Alright. I think I examined everything here, yeah? Lamp? Okay, bullets? Medical? Shoes. Thanks for nothing, Phoenix! Detention hall. Yep, he is gone. Also detention center. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back and Daddy's... Oh, you again? Do you always have to announce your answers like that? Oh, man, my old man, man. Now I'm all in a funk and it's all his fault. One can only assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson and failed, clearly. You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Of course, I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days, I wonder why I do what I do. Guilty verdict. Hey man, you won't see me bugging about 1 or 2 guilty charges. But if they find you guilty of murder, they'll hang you for that. Hey, it's all experience. Feel me, shorty? It's like a badge of honor. They don't change they don't give the death penalty, do they? Yeah. You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I've to learn one thing today. It's that silent speaks louder than words. Your father. Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob. Over my dead body. I spent my life trying to keep it real, being an OG, and never stepping down. And now my old man wants to go soft? Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. Ugh. The day I get out of the clink, that's the day Alita and I start the next generation of the Kitaki family. Don't talk as though it's assuming you're going to jail for my sake. You also won't be getting out of jail. Not for a while, anyways. If they do give you life, well, it's life. Attorney badge? Man, that's so far off the hook, it's off the chain, G. Seems preoccupied with something else. I wonder what my Alita's doing, man. Man, I miss her. Lamp? Okay. Ooh, shoes or medical? Huh? What's that? Some kind of x-ray? Wait. That's right, Wocky. It's yours. Hey, look. I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right? I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a close look here, in particular. Where it says nurse. It's signed Alita Tila. Huh? You lawyers do your homework. So you met Ms. Tila when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic. So? Could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting? Fine. I'll tell you how we met if you want to know that bad. Oh, Wocky, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her. For Miss Tila? Yeah, birthday present. She's got mad little feet. Cute. Mad cute. So cute, man. So these sandals are hers? Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. What's up with the funky vibes? Sandals updated. Wocky and Alita. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. And I was ready to die, sure. But they came in and got me hauled off to the dock. The Miraculous Clinic. That's where I met her. My fallen angel. You mean Alita Tila. She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say, the bad guy always gets the ladies. I mean, more often than should, I would agree with that. But not always. Right. She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, hey, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style. Guess what she said? What did she say? Come on, give it some thought. She said it was real quiet, like on the down low. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you'll marry me. So that was the proposal. You know it. An oath of love. Right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the OP was done. The op was done. And we were out of there. See you later, bye. About the op. Yeah, didn't go so well after that, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. Health checkup. So this health checkup was the boss's idea, right? Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G? You know what I'm saying? You didn't learn about the bullet at the checkup? Yeah. But didn't you learn? Okay, yeah, that's when I knew that the doctor had to pay. Figured I'd get that cap pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I? Incidentally, had you ever had a health check before? Nah, my old man suddenly gets this idea that we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting old. Older, I mean. Health checkups are kind of important, dog. Especially as you get older. Okay, so there's nothing else? See ya? Wouldn't want to be ya? Guess here? Then to the park? Then... Well, if the prints on these are slippers or these sandals match, which they do, it means that the same person was wearing them. You know, I thought that's what it might mean. Science is amazing. It is, isn't it? I'll never have felt so alive. I don't know about science, but this is a major lead. Okay, so... Okay. 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 Mr. Aldean, we've been looking all over for you. What's the matter, Trucy doll? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice. Oh, right, doctor. I suppose he still is a doctor. Oh, sniffle. Miss Aldoon, is everything okay? I just sniffle so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Miss Aldoon. They are gone for good. Your license has expired, but also here. Miss Aldoon, can you take a look at this? Oh, medical chart. Oh, hey, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't go around taking these from clinics. Why the sun silent, Miss Aldoon? What? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. The chart belongs to my client. He's on trial on suspicion of murder. On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's an ABD. What? All but dead. He's knocking on pearly gates. Pearl? Is Pearl's around? I don't think my throat can handle that right now. And someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why? I thought you were bald under there. Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son. No way. It's like he's a completely different person. Wocky's chart. Well, according to this chart, this Wocky Kataki fella is not doing so well. He's a bullet right up the side of his heart. That's right. Oh yeah, but this chart talks about post-op. In other words, the operation's already finished. But you can still see the bullet stuck in there. Why would it still be in there if the operation's removed it? After the operation removed it? Well, but the only reason I can think of, it was too tricky to operate on. What? That bullet's snug as a bug there next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal is just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 milliliters to either side and there'll be some serious bleeding going on there. Not something your average doc would be eager to fiddle with. You mean... It took a miracle to get that bullet stuck there where it is. It'd take more than a miracle to take it out. It'd take a magician. Trucy! I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet. Well, you need to get some experience points then. Where's the heart's pumping and lungs working? With the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I give him another half a year tops. But Wocky's operation was already half a year ago. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. Kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be on the operating table. Great, just great. How could Dr. Maractus do such a terrible thing? How can he just leave the bullet there? I got a pretty good idea how he felt. An emergency operation, he's got a kid's chest open on the table, and he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Trucy doll. Cold despair. Despair? But the only thing he could have do is sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in a situation to go admit he couldn't take it out. The Katakis! You bet. This kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation while he's back on the street living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops dead. How awful! And which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties to them. He could probably cover up the truth of what happened. It's just horrible! He left Wocky to die! There's a darkness in this world, Trucy doll. Waiting hungry. Compared to what these gangster turfs wars are like kid games. No, they're not. They're literally in the same category. And when you're up against real evil, like gang wars, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same. You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Eldoon? You could operate on Wocky, couldn't you? I wish. What? I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world. So Wocky... He's really lucky to be alive, even now. No. There's one problem. Apollo? This chart. Look at the nurse section. Alita Tilla? Oh, Alita Tilla. That's right, the operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is, she knew. She knew about Wocky's condition, guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? Doesn't make sense. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she'd want to get the second operation before getting engaged. What was she thinking, Apollo? What were you thinking, Alita Tilla? To be continued. Save progress? I mean, I guess. Right here. Alright. So, trial day 2. Yes. June 17th, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. This is it, the big day. Did you get some sleep? Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so. Oh? What time did you wake up? 3 a.m. It's only 2 hours, Apollo. At least you have me. Oh, God. And the amazing Mr. Hat is looking at you, kid. Good luck today, Apollo. That voice! Satan? Oh, Phoenix. Hey, get any sleep? Yeah, Mr. Wright. I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself out early today. Somehow this place makes fake piano playing in Doction pasta joint. Indonesian Chronos. You're right. Indonesian pasta joint seem almost fun. Doction? Daddy? Do you know who Professor Gavin's witness is today? Take a guess. Huh. How about Little Plum? That Sherman tank of a mum? Jesus. Nope. Guess again. That's too bad. You know, speaking of mums, you need to find me a new mummy one of these days, Daddy. It's early morning. You're at it again, Trucy. Well, that's depressing. Okay, see, this is why I don't buy their father-daughter relationship. So, Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecution witness is? Alita Tilla, your client's fiance. She's gonna be a witness? But that seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiancé? And you have to wonder what Gavin's up to. Something's going down today, that much is clear. Well, not to worry. I got my panties back. And if you can't find a killer, I'll pull one out of there. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Wocky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is warmed up and is a sold-out house. Very well, to recap, while yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party, guilty of panty snatching, we did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant. Correct here, Judge, and today I'd like to do something a little new age. Look at this horrible crime from the outside. The outside. The acquisition of the murder weapon, the preparation for the act, our poor defendant told all, you see, to his betrothed, his fiancé, her judge, his partner for life, with no chance for parole. Very well, you may show the lucky lady to the stand. Your name and occupation? Halita Taylor. My occupation is future wife. Traditional values. I respect that. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded underwater. Yet you're here today as a witness for the prosecution? To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth. Honesty. Another admirable trait. Is it true on the day of the crime, the defendant, Wocky, confessed his plans for murder? Yes. The witness will please give her testimony to the court. It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Wocky found out that Mr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. I'll teach him, he said, and took one of the family pistols. And you already know what happened after that. I just don't see how anyone but Wocky could have done it. So the pistol did belong to the Kitaki family, then? Yes. Regards to this, an investigation is underway at the Kitaki mansion on charges of possession of illegal firearms. And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it? Fired from the pistol the defendant procured. Yes, that has been proven. How can you prove something like that? Bullets carrying marks. I talked about this last time. Well, not last episode, but like when the gun was brought up. The bullets carry marks from the barrel that fired them, called firing marks. Well, yes. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, that too, but also the pin. Rifling marks. Think of them as being the gun's fingerprint, left on every bullet it fires. And when did you first hear about Wocky's plan? It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. There's the bracelet. We'll press on everything. That was the day of the murder, correct? Yes, everyone in the family received their health checkups. Results. When Wocky looked at his face went pale. But of course, he had just found out he had a bullet in his chest. So you were there at the time? Yes, poor Wocky. That must have been, quite frightening. He was furious. He ripped his report up to shreds. Incidentally, I've had to request another copy to file as evidence. The bathroom chore, but one I performed without complaint. Wocky's at an age where he's hard to control when he loses his temper. Of course, that's a little bit of instability so cute. Great, now she sounds like a psychopath. No, he sounds like a psychopath. They both sound like psychopaths, to be quite honest. So, is it easy to take a pistol out of the house? Not really. I think there's a system in place to limit access. But Wocky's a special case, being the next in line. Perhaps his treatment was a bit too special, y'all. Well, maybe he's a bit spoiled. I hear he's got an amazing present for his birthdays. Next year, he has a switchblade made of chewing gum and a chocolate gravestone. Sounds like he has a taste for sweets and danger. The point here being that Wocky has access to a pistol. What happened? Meaning the murder.
I tried to stop him, I really did, but Wocky wouldn't listen.
Our defendant had nothing, it was nothing but, if not determined, it seems. The last thing you should do is blame yourself, miss. Unless you did it, and then of course, you should blame yourself. How can you say that for certain? How? Here, Forehead, will you refrain from badgering the witness? It was the defendant, Wocky, was it, who took the pistol from the house. We know this for a fact now. I suppose we do. So how could anyone else have used the pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic. That does seem to be the case. Does the defense have anything to say regarding the pistol? There was another Skywalker. Based on your testimony, there was clearly another. One other person had access to that pistol.
What's this?
Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who this other person had access to. Well, of course. I mean, you, Miss Tila.
Me? But why?
You were quite clear when you told the court you heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning. Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed a man in cold blood on his behalf?
I've heard people doing strange things for loves, but this
is actually right up the alley. What are you talking about? That is not actually a weird, uncommon, thing. That happens. That happens a lot when it comes to certain, murders, right? That's actually fairly, I wouldn't say common, but regular, right? This type of murder eats its fiber regularly. It does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I'm all for romance and supporting your partner in life, to be sure, but I think I would hesitate to murder. I hope you do more than hesitate. What if a different connection can be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim? You might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help a fiancé. Huh? That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here? You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside the safe. I have evidence showing connection between the witness, Ms. Taylor, and the victim. I think you're fucking right, Truzy. This looks like a medical chart. Found inside the safe of the Maractus Clinic. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the name written on the chart. What? Miss Tila, whatever. Why is your name on the chart? Well, care to explain the meaning of this, Miss Tila? Ms. Tila?
I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice.
Our warm little fiancé just froze over.
I was on the staff of the clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. That's all. Is there a problem with that?
Miss Tila, you testified that you had no connection to the victim.
And I don't, now.
Now.
I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess, you're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past life. Am I right?
That's not true at all. Why, I embrace the ones I love, past flaws and all. Objection, yeah. There's no connection now. Doesn't fly in a court of law.
Doesn't fly?
She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Kitakis. You left your job in the Maractus Clinic, true, but you remain connected somehow. Very well, Mr. Justice. Show us the evidence that proved the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic. Yeah? These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic's lobby. They're yours, aren't they?
Well, who knows? I'm sure there's a lot of people with those sandals.
So sorry, but your act isn't working. Your moment of hesitation just now cost you.
What's with you? I thought you were on my side.
Perhaps you are unaware the toes leave toe prints. The simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all.
Well, now we see your true colors. I was round to crop with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Wocky back on the straight and narrow.
The score thinks you need to worry less about Wocky and more about yourself. Honestly, this is a fast turnaround. Faster than I thought it'd be with this. It sounds as though we need to hear a bit more of your story. Your sandals were found in the entrance in the clinic, which means you went on there the day of the murder.
Well, there's a little point in denying it.
Very well, the witness will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the miraculous clinic that day?
I did go to the clinic that day. My first time in a half a year since I quit in January. I wouldn't have warned him after all. I knew Wocky had a pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistakes. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful, as an old friend.
By mistake, you mean? The mistake you heard about the defendant. The botch operation.
He was a timid, small man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know.
That does make sense. But there's still one thing which doesn't know. What's that, Prosecutor Gavin? The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, yeah? Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home. I would have worn those sandals home too. So why were the sandals left behind? He pointed out the contradiction before me. There's probably a good explanation for this, right, Miss Taylor? Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals there, which you wore home by mistake.
Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, it's nothing. There is, after all, no other possible explanation, ya, forehead. Oh, what the? No fair. He's filling the holes in her testimony. Only I can fill those holes. The defense may begin the cross-examination. We'll do the cross-examination next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all then. Bye.